We'll talk about that.
It's quite potent. Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Ian. This channel is all about music and art, and this is a review stroke rant really. Everybody likes a rant from time to time. So just over a week ago I was spending some time in London and I had tickets to go and see William Basinski. Apologies for mispronouncing his name. I'm going to call him Bill from now on. Now I bought these tickets quite a long time ago. I knew who he was, and he's an experimental ambient artist, electronic artist. His big album was Disintegrating Tapes, I think it was called. Anyway, I had tickets to go see him at the very brilliant Union Chapel in Islington. So I was really looking forward to the gig, really. And the other thing was that the support act was a Japanese artist. Here I am mispronouncing people's names again. Her name is Hinako Omori. Hinako Omori. I apologise, Hinako, if I've got that wrong. But anyway, now she was an artist that's based in London but Japanese, and I saw her at last year's Machina Brastronica Festival in Bristol, where she played a brilliant set. So I was looking forward to her as well. And for me, knowing what both artists were like, I thought they would certainly complement each other. And I have to say, they did. First of all, a bit about the Union Chapel. Union Chapel is a working church. And I did a little bit of footage of the Union Chapel before the gig actually started, so you can get a feel for it. So I'll show you that now. So it's a beautiful building, it's a wonderful setting for a concert, and I've been to other concerts there. I saw Suzanne Ciani there last year, and it's fantastic. So Hinako came out and she performed for about half an hour, and it was loops with vocals, and it was beautiful and brilliant, really. My only, if slight criticism, I would have liked to see, all the songs seemed quite samey, and I would like to have heard maybe some percussion or some drums come in at some point, but it's a small thing. What she performed was brilliant, and she clearly worked very hard at it to make those sounds live. So that was brilliant. So that's the first half. Then Bill came out. He certainly seemed inebriated, wobbling with a glass of wine. Sat down, plugged the microphone in, and spoke to us for about 30 seconds. A bit about what was currently happening in his country, which is America, and then settled down to what I thought was going to be perform a set. Now, I've got a little bit of footage which I'm going to include so you can see what Bill does. So I don't call this a performance. So what we've got on stage is we've got an Allen and Heath mixing desk with 3 inputs. So a stereo input from a laptop and a microphone, and then 2 outputs. And in fact, on the little bit of footage I'm going to show you, which is from a festival that he played in 2021, this is exactly how Bill performs. And then, the music was beautiful. I was enthralled by the music, but I may as well start listening to a CD, because the setting was nice, the lights were great, the room's great. Bill sat there with his hand on the mixer doing nothing. He literally sat there for 45 minutes and did nothing. At least in the bit of a clip that I'm going to show you, he's actually standing up. I'm sorry, but that's not a performance. He didn't even remix it. He sort of pretended to have his hand on the 2 sliders, but never moved them. There was no remix of previously recorded material there. And really, I came away from it, although I'd enjoyed Hinako, and I loved the venue, but I felt slightly cheated. And he went down well, and I suspect most people didn't realise really what you were listening to was just maybe an Ableton session or something in a digital audio workstation that really was not remixed. So it was a bit of a, like I say, a disappointment really. I certainly won't be going to see him again. I'd rather give my money to I keep losing my notebook. I'd rather give my money to an artist who actually does perform and doesn't just sit there in a rather inebriated state. Granted, he didn't drink his wine until after the 45 minutes. There was no encore. Literally, at the end of 45 minutes, he slammed down the laptop, waved at us, and was gone. And that was the end of it. Deeply unsatisfying, I would say. But I mean, have you been to concerts like this? Because for years now, I've been to quite a few concerts, and it's not a lot, but I don't consider that to be a performance. I mean, it's fine to use laptops on stage, but do something else with them. I mean, every time that I perform, and I performed on last Thursday, I had an iPad which had was set with 2 synths built into it that I was playing, along with an organelle, an instrument, and other things, and I played live. I created stuff. I didn't use any loops. I created something live for a 20-minute set that I was playing at an EMOM. And that's a performance. So, but let me know what you think about this sort of thing, whether it's acceptable for somebody to pay quite a lot of money for a ticket. And clearly he's come over from America, he's on tour, but this is, no matter where you see him, it's probably going to be like this. It's just a bloke either sat or stood with a laptop and a mixer, and him standing there going, "Here's my music." And I don't feel that's acceptable really. But tell me what you think about it really, because is it okay to do that? Anyway, rant over. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate all of you who regularly watch and comment. there'll be another video. I normally put videos out every Monday, so there'll be another video next week. I guarantee it probably won't be a rant. But anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Cheers now. Bye bye.